¿Sabes lo que me da coraje, güey?
No, ¿qué te da coraje? We're already running.
Coraje, güey.
¿Qué? A ver, dime.
¿Qué te da coraje?
Ya denle, damos, ya.
¿Qué te da coraje?
Nada.
¿Cómo no?
Ustedes, güey, me emputan. Espérate, güey, que la lonja no me deja.
Imagínate.
¿Cuándo, no?
Imagínense el pinche coraje que sentí el otro día.
¿Qué coraje de qué? What happened?
I've been living a lie my whole life. You know, you go to, when, the bar's about to close. What's the song they play at the end of the bar?
Closing time.
What the
No
fuck
sé,
bar
güey.
do you go to? La de Tragos de Amargo.
Oh, I thought you went to like a white bar or something.
No, güey.
They're no fun.
What a dick.
No, me no like it.
Luke Combs is cool, but, likey. You know, Tragos de Amargo Licor?
Yeah.
That's a song they play usually at most bars around our area, no?
You know what?
Renee
Once they
loves that
turn
shit.
on the lights and it's like 1:15, there's like 15, 20 more minutes. That's true.
Bueno. So that song, I think anyone knows about that song, right? Tragos de Amargo Licor. So who sings that song?
Who sings that song?
Who sings
¿Tú
it?
qué sabes, güey? Yo no sé.
Ramon Ayala.
Ramon,
And
huh?
I'm not talking about Daddy Yankee, papa. I'm talking about the real
He said Ramon Ayala sings it. You know he doesn't sing it, right?
Well, he made it famous.
No, but he still doesn't sing it. So I found out that Ramon Ayala ain't even the singer of Ramon Ayala and so whatever they call
Los
it.
Bravos, or whatever they're called. Los Bravos del Norte, I think.
No, even now, like he was never the lead singer. It was his name was.
Sí, he wasn't. Ese güey era el del acordeón.
That's it though. I didn't know that.
Güey, ¿por qué crees que le dicen el rey del acordeón, güey?
No, man, fume,
¿Serio?
cabrón.
No.
I'm put it this way, it's like
know.
you're part of a group and you're just really good at that instrument. Sea la trompeta, sea el acordeón, sea la guitarra. Put
Yeah.
it that way, right? It's like what's his name? Slash from Guns N'
Oh
Roses.
yeah.
He's very famous.
Yeah.
And what was he? The guitarist.
Yeah, the guitarist.
Right? He's probably like the most
Yeah,
famous
but
one.
it was crazy to me because I always thought Ramon Ayala was the one singing the music. And it turns out he's like segunda voz and accordion. He ain't even the lead singer. And
That's
then
crazy.
I heard about the story and they said that the reason why they put Ramon Ayala the face of the group because he was more like handsome and more like attractive, I guess.
At the time, pues.
A long time ago, yeah. Before he looked like a topo.
Hey, but sea lo que sea, he gets down. But, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really know about that either.
So, I didn't grow up listening to that music.
Que muy mexicano, pues, güey.
No,
Tú.
I didn't know that. I know que era el rey del acordeón and all this and that way, pero I thought he would sing the songs.
My
Yo no
mind was
sabía eso.
when I
Ese güey
heard
está bien feo, güey. I'm looking at him right now.
No, man.
no, but when they were younger,
Go back maybe like 50 years. Fool.
yeah, before the mullet was an actual mullet.
50 years ago.
Hey, wait, that shit tripped me out, bro. Because my whole life I thought he was the one that was singing. It's not him.
So ese güey hacía la segunda voz then, pretty much.
The whole time.
Fuck, that's crazy, dude. So
When
what
you
does a
talk
lead
about
singer
top
look like?
5 singers, like Mexican,
You can't put him.
how do you put them?
I don't think you
What the
do.
fuck? This was over here looking at him.
Este güey tiene los cachetes de René, güey.
No mames, güey.
I gotta put this shit on Instagram. Sorry, dude.
El rey de la
Put it before and
acordeón.
after, güey.
With you and him.
Sí, güey. Nomás dame un acordeón, güey.
Hey, wait.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy, way because growing up, I remember, like, my parents didn't really listen to that type of music.
My dad did.
But I want to talk about how awkward it was, at least for me, bro. Growing up, and like, we were in soccer teams, right? We were competing at a decent level, whatnot. And some of our teammates will be blowing up that type of music, bro, when we go to like these schools, like in Orange County.
Fucking
Oh, in
embarrassing,
high school, on the bus, on the way over there, pulling up. Yeah.
dude. No, walking to the field, dude.
Walking
They put
to
that
the
shit.
field,
That shit was
yeah.
embarrassing, dude.
Yeah.
I know. Pinche
it
Brian,
was-
Brian agachaba la cabeza, güey.
yeah,
Trágame tierra.
I put my wired.
How do you
Apple
feel? Do you think you
earphones
were
in.
wrong for that?
No, why? It's
I-
just
I- now
no,
I-
because it was a preference to me. Like in my opinion, that shit was embarrassing in a way to me because we kind of confirmed the stereotypes that they had of those East LA kids coming to Orange County.
Uh-huh.
And to me, it was kind of like, you know, and then, y si perdíamos, güey, fuck, it'd be even worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But
We would play good fool, but yeah, we would take it now a couple times.
So how did you feel about that situation? Well, did you think it was a little bit embarrassing? Like, you know, like
No, like I probably wasn't one to blast that music on the way to games like that, pero sí le seguía la corriente a sus güeyes that, you know, that they would, you know, le seguía a sus güeyes. Dude, and you think about it. When you think back to high school, what would I wear? What kind of belt would I wear?
Yeah, you'd be wearing the fucking charro fucking.
Los cintos piteados.
But you'd be hiding it, Renee.
Oh, I wouldn't tuck my shirt in from the front like everybody that had a belt buckle. You know, belt buckles back in the day. Like I wouldn't tuck the front of my shirt to show it. Like if you saw it, you saw it. You know, but I wouldn't. Yo sí me los ponía, güey, con mis Jordans, con mis Nikes, but you know, no, una pro club y vámonos.
So, like on my end, way, honestly, now living where I live, I kind of look back and I regret the fact that I felt a little bit embarrassed of my culture, way, at that time, way. To put it in a deeper note, honestly, I do, because where I live, there's not a lot of Mexican.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Mexican American.
Oh, I know. I've been over there.
And bro, the culture is not. It's like there's no taste, there's no flavor.
There is no culture.
Well, there probably is, but
you're a dick.
There is no culture.
Only cactus.
It's missing some sazon. You know what I'm saying? It really is. But I say that right because of how I grew up, right?
Yeah.
So now, I want to say, like, growing up, for me, like being the oldest brother, I always felt, bro, like I had to blend into the country because I knew my parents were illegals. You know, they came from Mexico, not obviously like a lot of other parents come. And I felt like I did like the music I listened to on my rock music and the EDM at the time too. I was a big fan of it. Not big on rap. I was never really big on rap. And I didn't like the Mexican music then. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't like it. It wasn't something. But at the same time, I had to blend into being the most Americanito. That's what my mom would say. As possible, bro, because that was our role. Like, your parents are here, but they're not supposed to be here. And you got to you have to blend in. You have to behave. You have to fucking not fuck up because, you know, they're counting on you when you turn 21 to be able to help them become citizens and residents of this country, which is a huge fucking achievement, to be honest, to be a citizen and a resident of this country. A lot of people can't do it.
Yeah.
So I look back now, bro, and I think about it. I'm like, I was wrong for it, but I kind of had to do it. And okay, so I built my own culture as far as the music that I listen to. But it's cool to see that there was a handful. Do you remember that kid that would sit by us during lunch, like where we would hang out, and he'd play the guitar and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I fucking hated that guy.
He would show up.
I didn't hate the guy. I liked him. The fact
that he would show up, he had a guitar, and during lunch sometimes he would.
But again, I think that you're talking about. I
didn't hate the guy.
When we were younger, though, it just goes back to the teenage thing where you're just embarrassed, dude. You have that thing of being embarrassed for certain things, and I'm sure even those people that played that music or played that kind of stuff that we're talking about, they were probably embarrassed of some other stuff. Because you're just a teenager, you're embarrassed. It's embarrassing. Things are embarrassing in different kinds of levels, and I think that comes into play. I don't think necessarily it's always just the music. I know we're speaking about that, but I'm not saying necessarily just that. There's other things, and you know, I mean, sometimes even walking next to somebody that looks quote unquote paisita,
or ordering your own food. Like people can be embarrassed.
All sorts of things.
Yeah, people can be embarrassed. But that's what I'm saying.
Teenagers, you're
middle
embarrassed.
School to high school, like, and then you gotta think about it too. Like you said, you're the older brother of a family. You know, this will be your younger one. So in a sense, it's like you know what your parents listen to, music type.
Yeah.
But you were gonna listen to whatever you want to listen to, whatever you ended up liking. Me, on the other hand, it's like I'm the youngest of three, so I got to listen to all this like Spanish music because of my dad, because he loved Ramon Ayala, like, you know, Chente, all of that, you know. So that's all we would listen to. My brother, rap, the 90s rap, you know, early 2000s rap. Like, that's where I pretty much grew up listening to Spanish and rap. So, you know, that's what I followed because it was already laid out kind of like for me.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out what you like or what. And then this guy kind of followed. Not to say he has the same taste in music as you, but
I do.
similarities, you know?
I do.
Yeah.
So
whatever he left back, I kept it. And to this day, I stayed there. Yeah.
And that's pretty normal. That's what I'm saying. It's like you kind of...
that's true.
Whatever is kind of like laid as an example for you, you kind of tend to follow that unless you decide like, no, you know, I'm gonna listen to something else.
So that's the music aspect, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into the deep water with whoever's listening to this shit, and there are people from back then. They're gonna be like, this motherfucker. But I'm gonna say it. We had an area called TJ.
Oh yeah.
And all the proud Mexican kids and the Spanish speaking would kick it over there, right?
Yeah.
And that was a joke. Go to fucking TJ, bro.
Yeah.
Go to fucking TJ, right?
Yeah.
But everyone in our school was fucking Mexican or Central American. Our Central American brothers, shout out. You know what I'm saying? And
Small percentage of Armenians, but yeah.
yeah, but most of them were all Mexican American kids, who first generation, second generation. Anyway, and they all try to act white as fuck.
Because at
With
that
the
time,
Hollister shit, with the Aeropostal shit, with
Hollister and
so that's where I jump in. That's what I'm talking about when I say like, see that kind of stuff, you know. And it's not that I think you're better than them or you got better fucking clothing than them. It's just to me that kind of shit, and then their hairstyles and all of that. It was pretty embarrassing, like to be there with. I don't know. I just thought it was embarrassing, to be honest with you.
To be with who?
Those people that are like dressed up with the Aeropostal and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
because their attitudes plus that, it was like they were trying to be better and stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
They'll rock that with the Frohawks or what?
Yeah, with the faux hawks. Yeah, no. So so I think for us growing up, being like the least Mexican you appeared and the way you talked and the way you dressed was like it was kind of like you're one of the cool kids, right?
Well, think about it. We played soccer in high school. What was the thing in high school? If you played soccer, you were considered a Paisa.
Yeah. There's no and ifs or buts.
Like you played soccer or you're a Paisa.
Yeah.
And it's like, and people will be like, but yet you have people on the football team that it's like, you're Paisas too.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Like, okay, I'm sorry, you don't speak a word of Spanish.
Yeah.
But you have a Spanish last name. That's even worse.
And even
man.
people that were playing on the baseball team were the same way. It's like baseball's a pretty Mexican fucking sport, bro.
Yeah, and
it's followed in Mexico, cabrón, way. And a lot of those fools were like fucking Mexicans. Hey, and I gotta say it, a lot of those fools now are more paisa than I've ever seen anyone in my life, dude.
It's
from
just
high
in
school?
high school.
Yes.
That's from those sports?
Fools that used to look down at our people that were playing soccer with us, bro, or even the people that hung out with us. Like, my apologies to those people if I ever made them feel like fucking Mexican shit, because I think that shit was wrong, in my opinion. No. Honestly, now I look back, bro, I'm like, that was so stupid. But I was a kid.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
But those motherfuckers were also just kids. But those same motherfuckers that used to shit on these people.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, those fools became fucking super paisas now.
You see them at concerts, attending to. Since when are you fans of like this type of music? As far as I know, you wouldn't listen to this music. Maybe when you went back home.
On those people too, bro. Machine way.
Yeah.
And you're the same fucking thing. You're Mexican American.
Like you said, the dude with the guitar. Like people would talk about that dude, the guy with the guitar. And then
yeah,
I think somebody
would,
started showing up with an accordion a couple times. No.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's like people would talk shit about him, and it's like, dude, well, it is what it is, you know.
So pause right there, right? I'm glad you brought that shit back up. So back then, homeboy with the guitar, the other homeboy with the guitar, and fools that were trying to do that, like honestly, it was looked down on. Like, what the fuck is he doing? You know?
Yeah.
But today, them no sabo kids. No, I don't want to say no sabo kids, but the new generation.
It is what it is. No sabo.
Well, the thing is, they don't even speak Spanish well, bro. And these fools pull up with their requintos, they pull up with their bajo sextos, with their accordion to schools now. And our niece was telling us that it's cool as hell. Like, those are the guys that are cool as shit nowadays.
But why?
I think it's the music.
It's the music.
I think it's the music.
When we were in high school, who was popping? Gerardo Ortiz.
Yeah, I hated that. I didn't like that.
Larry Hernandez.
I keep saying hate,
At
and
the
it's
time?
not. I don't hate.
just dislike
It was probably like the two biggest names at the time.
Hated.
I just dislike the shit out of it.
I fucking hate that shit. Like, no, bro.
But
like,
now you think about
I didn't hate it. I didn't like
and
it.
look at the way from when we were in high school to now. It's like even like the way these fools dress, like the groups, the singers, is different.
Yeah.
So it's more. It's not your
Typical Tejana.
Mexican. Yes, rocking the boots.
Yeah.
Cinto, Tejana. Like it's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's more modern. So they fuck with it.
Yeah.
Cool. They want to do it. They think, they're not gonna pull up. You tell those dudes that have instruments, pull up to school with the Tejana. Maybe they'll do it now.
Yeah,
But they probably would think
Texas,
about
But
it.
what changed from then to now? Why is it cool now?
I really think it's the music.
It's the music.
I really think
What about
music
the music,
influences
though?
a lot. Even if you want to go to hip hop real quick. Remember growing up, pro clubs, fucking Tim's, like the fucking that look. The pink shirt was from 50 Cent.
Pink shirt was probably like the Dipset, Cameron, and
You
like
fucking
Cameron
with the
would wear
white
pink
shirt
a lot.
underneath, the dog tag. I think music influences culture so much. The way you dress,
And fashion, too. It's
Yeah,
fashion.
bro. The way you dress, the way.
So the last few years, dude, Spanish
For
music,
sure.
los corridos tumbados, like has been a thing, and it's the reason why kids nowadays are pulling up to high school with instruments, and people are like, "Oh, damn, you're awesome." Where the dude that was pulling up with the guitar and accordion, they were being talked about in a negative way, though.
Yeah.
Why would he bring that? Why would he do that? Like, and it's like, who the fuck cares? Like,
Would you say that? Would you think
No,
that?
I'm saying
No,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
asking you. Would
No.
you think that? Or
I
you would
wouldn't.
just... You wouldn't mind? You wouldn't
I
give a
didn't
damn?
mind it.
Nah,
I
because
mean,
he
it
didn't
is what
kick
it
it there. He
is.
said, "Fuck these fools, I'm out."
No, and I think so.
I was kicking it right there,
Yeah.
but then I left to
Yeah,
what we call Senior Park after.
Yeah.
And then
Why?
I went back.
Why?
Why did I leave to
Yeah,
Senior
why
Park?
you lose?
Because I made
I
other
remember.
friends.
I remember though. You're not gonna. I don't know. I remember though. I would see you a couple times when they would play music because you would sitting in the back, and I would see you. You'd be like, "No, man." Like you would laugh at shit, but you would kind of be like, "Those ways."
But I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't.
But you wouldn't be like me. You wouldn't
I
be like
wouldn't
me.
get up and leave. I mean, I'd be like, "Well, it is what it is."
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I
I'm
didn't
not
like
shooting
it,
at
bro.
you. I'm not saying that. I'm
I
just
didn't
saying.
like. I didn't like it.
tapar la cara, güey. No
But
mames,
I
you know?
remember they would say some things over the line.
Yeah, because the people will line up for the.
They would do some things over the line, or there would be quote unquote, you say Americans, white people walking by.
But they're all Mexican.
There'd be no. We would go like to those kind of schools and stuff with the team.
Oh yeah.
Or there would be girls that at school we did have a small ratio of white girls or whatever, whatnot, and then you're playing the accordion, and that's just shit. It would be kind of fucking embarrassing and shit.
Well, yeah, when we showed up to their schools,
I just think on now, bro, that it.
I remember walking with my girlfriend at that time, and then seeing that kind of shit. And
this
it was
was
like,
just fucking passed by real quick.
And they're all, Brian,
It was
Brian,
like flash,
like,
a
fuck
blur.
you, I
yeah,
don't know you.
because for that reason though, dude. Because
Brian,
they would say some
His
embarrassing.
name wasn't Brian at the moment. Fool.
And then they go, Brian.
Even worse.
Yeah, dude, they'd say some fucking embarrassing shit that I would be like, oh, man. Or they'll start fucking like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, and I think it's crazy though now that these kids that are growing up now, like they're really in tune with that music and the Mexican culture in a way. But I don't think it's necessarily Mexican culture too much, huh? It's more like the LA scene, because LA scene is the one where it blew everything up, really.
Yeah.
Like, I know they say Codiciado is the one that changed the way people dress, which I think is true. They were the first ones.
I think it is true. If you go back and think about it, the way they came out in like fashion wise, I think they started making the trend.
Yeah, so they make the trend, and then you see everyone else follows, which is cool. But I think that now, like the way these guys they support, like these kids don't even speak Spanish that good, bro. And I remember, not even remember, bro. Like throughout my life, like all our darker skinned Mexican folks, like when they didn't speak Spanish, la gente decía, no mames.
Oh yeah.
¿Cómo puta no hablas español, güey? Sí. Well, they never taught me Spanish.
Somebody would go up to someone that looked or appeared to know Spanish.
Yeah.
And then, I don't speak Spanish.
Like, what
People would be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Pinche nopalota en la frente, mijo.
Yeah,
No hablas español. Like, and people would kind of get upset sometimes that you wouldn't know Spanish. And it's like...
Lo usaban para ofenderte. And they'd say...
But you know what? But at the same time, it's like... It's not their fault entirely.
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes down like to the parents at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like I think that started happening more with second generation.
Yeah, because we like, for
Kids.
example, we learned English.
Yeah. Well, fuck, Spanish was my first language.
Yeah,
I
mine too.
learned English after, so it's like
Yeah.
now it's like if you were to say the first generation, you know, born people here from Mexican parents, it's like they started having kids, and if they didn't teach their kids Spanish, then that's what you got. No
Dude,
sabo kids, which we went to school with a lot of them.
Yeah, and you know what? When I was a little kid, I still remember when it happened, bro. I was like, I don't know exactly how old I was, but I think I didn't learn English till like second grade or something like that, right?
Yeah, I went to the bilingual elementary classes.
The ELD.
Or whatever the fuck they're called.
So you would go to school. Oh, no, never mind. No, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude.
I was going to say something really stupid. Short bus.
That short yellow bus? No, mames, güey. No, I wouldn't go on that one, güey. Gotta get dropped off by my mom.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm laughing at him, okay?
Ya me querías poner
No,
casco
way.
y todo,
So
güey.
check it out, way. So I had a little white. we shout out to the homie El Chueco, killing it, bro, in the fucking comedy scene, eh?
Dude.
Check out.
Hey, ese güey would ride the yellow short bus. There
Yeah,
you go.
check out the homie El
Chueco.
El Chueco. He's at the Ice House, and now he does all these cool events, man. That's pretty dope. But so growing up, bro, there was this white kid. He lived in the corner of the street, and I would play with him, bro. But he spoke nothing but English, and I just knew Spanish.
Yeah.
And so we would play one way or another. And one time he pointed a cocking gun. You know the cocking?
Yeah.
He pointed that gun at me, and he said, "Learn to speak English, you fucking Mexican."
Get the fuck out.
No, that's a true story.
No.
And I was just like, I was looking at him, and I just heard, "I know fucking is bad," in Mexican. And I don't know exactly what happened after that. I don't know if my mom saw it or I ran and I told her.
My mom.
I
You
told my mom. I
Yeah.
went to go tell my mom, and I think she had a little bit of understanding of English at the time already, kind of like, okay. And I don't know how I felt, but I was confused as hell. And after that, I swore I learned English, bro, in like a year. I said, no more fucking Mexican.
No more you fucking Mexican.
But
I think that's where your hate comes from.
that's why I kept saying hate right now. Fucking hate this shit. Yeah, no, I think it's cool to see now like how in tune these kids are with the Mexican culture. Because honestly, bro, like now at the age that I'm at, I look back. You know, you're a kid, but I look back and I say, man, that was so stupid of me to. You have to be proud, and proud is a weird word to use nowadays. But the truth is, you have to be proud to where your family comes from, and not just because you live in America, you shy away from your roots, you know?
Yeah.
I think now as an adult, yeah. But as a kid, you don't know
Kids are
shit.
gonna be kids, teenagers.
As a teenager,
you're trying
you
to
don't.
find your way.
That's why I don't think to title it as, oh, I was wrong. I don't think you should. I mean, you say whatever you want, but me, in my opinion,
no,
I'm not gonna say I was wrong.
You purposely were wrong.
Shut your mouth up.
That was malicious.
I wasn't wrong.
Yes.
No, I wasn't wrong because at the time that's what I felt. Now as an adult, you ask me, and respect religion, respect how you dress, respect how you look, respect how you talk. It just comes down to respect, right? And in one of the episodes when I remember when we were talking about respecting, and I ended part of my monologue with that, where I did mention that is what I'm teaching my kid. At the end of the day, is the respecting. You got to respect everybody. So now as an adult, yeah, I say that, but as a teenager, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I regret that I kind of shrugged that off, or I didn't give you. No.
But
I was a teenager.
But
dude.
it's funny
It is what
because
it
I
is.
find myself like I started listening to así corridos and stuff. The truth from Codiciado this way.
Yeah.
So even at a little bit older age, from being a teenager, I didn't start liking it until this new wave of music, and that's the truth. And I'm sure I get criticized by certain people.
And
like,
again,
that
though, but see
motherfucker
that wave that you're
But at
talking,
least you admit
everybody though, right? It's a trend, right? The wave, like you said, it's a wave. It's a trend. People are gonna jump on and off of that fucking train sooner than later, right? It's because it just happens. You jump on that train.
Yeah,
So-
but before it was a little bit different though. Way. Like you're right about the trend, but like as far as like the culture, you try to be as least Mexican as possible when you were in school or when we went to like tournaments, when we would go to those fucking tournaments you would go to?
Well, let's dig deep into the brain. Why would you want to avoid that kind of stuff, right? Why would you not want to?
Dude, you want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's dig deep in the brain.
If
I mean, Renee, hold on, fool, because Renee is acting like, fool.
Well,
You didn't completely loved it. You weren't like, you're gonna tell me there wasn't a moment that you were.
There was moments where
that you shied away from it.
Way.
That's what I'm saying. So you're in part of this conversation of let's dig deep into the brain of why
I never said
you
I
felt
was
a certain way about
more
it.
in love with
se
it.
veía como que era gente corriente, pues.
Okay. No, güey. Es que porque putas te ríes, güey. I'm trying to be serious in this shit.
Pero de una, no, de una manera media mamona. Cuando íbamos a los torneos con este güey, he would go to tournaments fool, in some neighborhoods, like that it was just his team of his kind.
¿Y cómo estaban los uniformes, güey? Falling apart.
Yeah.
Not Adidas, not Nike.
And
no structure.
So whatever, that comes with economics, right? Because we don't come from fucking wealthy fucking. And even for those tournaments, it was expensive to take him and whatever. I used to like going. Yeah. But bro, he had some loud ass moms in his team, bro. And then you see like the other teams and I don't know how you say it, if more educated or not, pero iban al juego and they'd go to the game, they wouldn't shit on the ref, they were very respectful, the other teams would stay quiet, and our fucking team, you had the ladies, pinche árbitro, hijo de la chingada, ya, tú primero.
It comes like, with the culture,
and
though.
the dads wanted to fuck up the ref, bro, and like...
Yes, Renee, it comes with the... Yes, you're right.
With it.
Yes, you're right, but...
Go to a Mexican soccer game. No, but some of the females are more into it than the guys.
I think you have to
sometimes.
You have to behave a certain way in certain situations, certain places.
That's the thing.
You gotta look around, know where you're at. Yes, be who the fuck you are.
We don't know how to behave.
Be who you are. Pero güey, la señora.
We're indigenous people. We don't know how to behave.
La señora Porfiria se tenía que haber calmado, güey. No mames, fool. Traía el pinche. No, espérame, güey. Déjame hablar, güey. Traía el pinche asador, güey. No mames, güey. Come on, fool. No me veas así, güey. No me peles los pinches ojos, güey.
El asador, güey.
Güey, come on, fool. Traía la pinche... El galón de aceite, güey. That shit was all bubbling and shit.
¿Y les daba de comer after? ¿O?
Yeah, but...
Sí, pues, güey.
¿Tragabas después, pues?
Pues sí, pues.
Entonces, cállate los hijos,
Y al siguiente juego, güey, pues ya me pesaba la panza para jugar, pero... Do you get what I'm saying, though, fool?
Yeah.
Like, those are the kind of things that I can relate to the accordion, to the guitar in school.
Yeah.
That was equally...
I remember that shit was like...
That was equally as embarrassing, fool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, way, if you think about it...
It's a good memory, though.
No, I know, but then if you think about it, way, like, they obviously would do that because, like, they're like, well, instead of going to McDonald's way or going to buy pizza and shit.
I understand why.
Okay, te daba cosa como si te pasaban 10 orange slice here.
To hydrate.
In between the games, yeah. You have a tournament of 3 games.
Wey, nos daba el pinche
para que no te dé calambre. A ver. Y mientras en el otro lado, güey, los tenían sentaditos y a lo mejor con aquí está tu juguito, tu agua y... Ya.
No, les daban gorditas y sopes y la chingada halftime. No, pero sí, o sea... I think es una cultura bonita, güey, but I think there's like certain respect, like for example, way, right? So I listen to my corridos and shit, right?
Yeah.
But my neighbors, none of them are not blasting music like fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it's a respect from them to not just me, every other neighbors to keep that shit down. Whatever the fuck they listen to, bro. I don't know what it is. It could be country. It could be fucking hardcore metal. It could be Christian music. Whatever the fuck they listen to, they keep it in their house, right? So obviously, where my mom lives in East LA,
it's different,
bro. They be blasting fucking corridos, banda, norteños all fucking night. When I stay there, I forgot.
You're like, no mames.
Yeah, I forget.
Ya iba a ser complain el güey.
I was gonna call HOA like, hey, So honestly, way. So when I listen to music at home, it's kind of out of my respect to my neighbors that they probably don't like Peso Pluma. Eh? They probably don't like Javi. They probably don't like fucking Codicial or any of these foods that are popping right now.
Yeah.
Well, Codicial's not popping anymore.
I don't even know who the fuck they are.
So, but no, who?
The people that you're talking about.
My neighbors?
Yeah.
They know because Ricardo plays it. So now they know.
Got it.
There you go.
No, I keep that shit inside way.
Why?
Out of respect to them, because they
Out of
probably don't
respect.
want to hear that
See,
shit.
And I think that's the cool thing, though. Now as
They
adults,
probably don't
now-
want to hear that shit, bro.
Now as adults, though, see, that's where it changes. Now it becomes what I said before.
Yeah.
Out of respect, now that's what I'm saying. As a teenager, dale verga, güey. But
No,
as an adult
You're
now,
being mindful.
it's just
at least
respect.
of-
Yeah, I
of
know, you
others.
have
You
to
respect
be.
everybody, how they dress, how they
Not
talk.
to say
how
that
they-
everybody's
that's what it
the
is.
same way. Will
But
be
they
the
ain't seen
same way.
Taylor Swift vibing to Peso Pluma, so yeah, I should. Maybe I should bump
Because
it.
it's because it's a trend. It's what's hot, dude. That's why.
Yeah, they jump on the trend. That's what
Exactly.
it is. They just jump on the trend and then eventually.
No, y luego la cosa
Yeah.
también es.
It's kind of cool though that the Mexican culture is a little trend right now.
It really, yeah. I think
Edgar.
That shit is something else.
it's
Why,
hit its
Ricardo?
stride.
That's
Why?
like, but I think that Edgar shit is like a Texas thing, huh? They're different type of Mexican.
But they're
That's
Mexican.
that's everywhere but here. I mean, not to say that
Whoa,
there isn't.
no. What are you talking
Wait,
about?
hold on.
Have you gone to high
No,
school?
hold on, wait.
There's
I'm
Edgars?
saying, wait.
That's all there is.
Okay, but
When I
what I'm
went to
trying to
Dallas,
say,
bro, I was
that
like,
didn't
what
start
the
here.
fuck?
It's here, but it
Yeah.
didn't start here.
No.
No, it's a Texas thing, right?
I'm pretty sure. For sure, the Texas thing is that mullet.
Yeah.
The that's for sure
Yeah.
like a Texas thing that.
Look, it started with that canción y run, run, nos derraca mi troquita. Me rumba a Houston a ver una.
nalita.
Y
Mira,
bien
este güey,
que
¿no?
se la sabe.
Yeah, este güey, sí.
Yeah.
Ahí está.
And Brian's got the mullet right now, so it's working.
Fuck you. I have a fucking mullet.
Why do you gotta touch your neck for? Just to make sure it's
He was
not
checking.
there.
No, I'm checking
Just to
it.
make sure it didn't grow right now.
No,
Real
I'm checking.
quick.
I need a haircut. No, I'm in the way. Shit.
No way, but a lot has to do with
Shit's
where
expensive.
you live. Also,
Yeah.
right here in LA, fool, it's people are accustomed to it. Being loud.
It's
Yeah.
a
All
trendy
that
fucking
shit.
city, yeah. It follows any trends. I mean, like you said, that
Alex
everything
a
came from
trend
where?
creator.
Where did it come from? From Texas, you said?
Oh yeah,
The
that
haircut.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah. So see that kind of shit. We adapt really quick to that shit, right? LA, and they'll just start fucking bringing all these things, and then I mean, let's not get into it, but even like the gender thing too, all these switch ups and stuff like that. That's a trend too. That all these kids nowadays they jumped on it. It had nothing to do with what we're talking about. Just that I try to emphasize on the trend thing.
Yeah.
That they've
Anything
gone
that's a
that
trend.
far to where now they're playing with the genders.
I think it's a sense of belonging now.
Yeah,
I want to belong to
Good
something.
Point. Good point.
yeah.
Yeah, good point. Actually, yeah, very good point. Actually, dude, I'm about to shake your hand right now.
Yeah, because honestly, like for me and Brian,
Yeah.
like the music that we listen to, it was hard for us to bond with a lot of people with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because no one would vibe to our music. So like this fool,
Exactly.
when we're drinking and shit, like let's say he goes visits my mom, I'll play like the new age corrido shit, and this would be playing like
90s alternative rock.
the grunge and shit, and then like I can't vibe to drink to that necessarily now because I do like this new
You
music.
got used to whatever
but-
was out at the bars. And
so
shit
I'm
like
gonna
that.
tell you something interesting that relates to when we first started going out. So when I started going out with you guys and stuff, and I still remember when we would go out with the old group, like they used to like that music, so they'd go. Our first club was a Paisa club, and bro, I didn't like that music, and I was just like, shit, like
I
damn.
went to Ibiza. Remember?
And so I'm gonna tell you, in order for me to be able to go out and have a good time with,
yeah.
in a way I had to start liking different type of music in
Yeah.
order to vibe with, because no one's
Or else you're
listening
not
to
gonna have a good
Did
time.
you ever check his ears? Maybe he had the AirPod on. And he was hammering to
Big
fucking
AirPods
red
didn't
jumpsuit
exist.
apparatus.
Yeah, no, 'cause
like he's vibing to that shit.
Like-
And he looks at you like, yeah, boo, yeah.
no, because honestly, wait, to vibe when we would go out, it was hard for me because like everybody would sing along to the songs like, "Bitch, I don't fuck with you, you stupid little
Oh,
bitch."
yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't know that song. I still don't like that.
Epa,
Hey, cash money.
This was making
The
money. I don't know where
register is
it
open.
was.
Thank you for your donations.
There you
to
go.
Al Grano Podcast. We appreciate it. Go check out our Discord.
We need another
Nah.
one.
I hope you fucking share some of that. that came in.
Let me find out. That's why he said the face like, fuck.
Oh, shit. That was my OnlyFans. If you guys want to go check it out.
Selling the
I told
toes.
you guys I'm trying to get out of this trucking shit.
You weren't lying, dude.
Dude, I completely lost what I was saying. Oh, yeah. No, so even the English music way. So if we want, like, even... So the Mexican music was early on. I remember the first song that I learned of the Mexican music way fue la de... Estilo a la moda y muy elegante siempre anda el muchacho
italiano
con ropa de marca.
Yeah.
That was the first song that I went out and it was popping. That was it.
Ya van como 3 canciones que canta Ricardo.
I'm trying to
leave it below if he sings good or not.
Jesús Ojeda, güey. I remember that.
So that was the first song that I went out with. And after... So after that way, like to go out, when we would go out way, it was hard for me to vibe to the music that was like mainstream because I don't like Kiss FM. I don't like Power 106. I don't like that other fucking radio station where Big Boy went to.
Or whatever?
Huh?
Was it K-Day?
No.
92.3?
That
one.
I don't like those radio stations, but a lot of the music that was popping in the clubs or in the bars were that music way, and I just couldn't vibe because that's not what I listen to
on a daily
and on my personal.
Yeah.
Bro, I got bands from 2004 that I still listen to, and they were when we were young. And it was crazy because I'm like, dude, this is the music I grew up with. Like, this is the people I used to listen to. So it was hard for me to vibe when we would go out because of dude, that music way, no. And everyone's having a good time, and I'm just like, this is stupid.
A mí me da huevonada esa música, güey. Hasta este día me da huevonada, güey.
Mucho.
Toda esa música, güey.
Mucho.
De esas pinches
¿Cuál, güey?
Corridillos.
¿Para qué haces la mano así, güey?
Todas esas pinches mamadas que escuchas tú, güey.
Hey, but it is what it's not for everybody. Like,
yeah.
It's not for everybody. Like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. Just because you're Mexican American doesn't mean that you have to like it, you know. A ti te gusta más bien what your parents will listen to, you know, los Bukis.
Oh, yeah, you do listen to that OG.
The old school
Industria del
stuff.
amor.
A ver, ¿cuál es más?
None of these people know.
You will listen to K-Love, ¿verdad?
Leo Dan.
Este güey escucha mucho K-Love.
Mari es mi amor.
Ándale, ahí está, ya ves.
Eso,
You see, that's what you like. That's why.
Es la música cortavenas.
It's a preference thing. But yeah, it's not a... I don't know.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not for everybody, but there's certain music that you like. You like the older Spanish music.
Conjunto Primavera.
Which also could be embarrassing for me to play it, and somebody's going to feel embarrassed.
Exactly.
Oh, Brian, I got a good one for you.
Like, that's kind of weird.
Don't take this one personal.
Yeah.
So, in a different world, you play that fucking music, right?
Which one?
Esa
the old Spanish ones? Okay. Uh-huh.
And then one of your kids goes, Dad, that's embarrassing. Turn that shit off.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, turn it off.
Nah, mames, güey. No, mames.
I'm not embarrassed, my kids like that. Why?
Hey.
I was once that embarrassed kid.
Yeah, that's true.
Ándele, güey.
I figured.
Cállese el hocico.
I figured.
Okay, so what about let's say not the Mexican music.
Okay,
let's say like the rock music.
The rock music?
And they're like,
nah, she likes it.
No. We're saying in a different world. In a different world, cabrón. Not right now.
Oh, in a different world. Okay, what about the different world again?
Like in a different world, if she didn't like that one either, and you're playing like, I don't know.
Yeah, but same answer.
Fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers way. She tells you turn it off. It's embarrassing.
Well, then it is what it is. I did something wrong with her.
well, in a way,
I'll put my AirPods
I don't know
on
about wrong. That was kind of extreme.
What?
No, it's not wrong.
What's wrong?
I'm getting too far away from this thing. No, like, because obviously, whatever he plays, she's gonna like. So that's why I said
that's what I'm saying.
In a different
it goes
world.
Back to what people listen to around you. You're kind of gonna follow.
Yeah, because our parents didn't listen to those corridos and shit like that.
Your boy tunes out to the music you listen to, in the car. You could see him nod his head. Fool, don't say no.
Well, he doesn't really nod his head.
You don't.
But there's certain songs that he does like.
He just stays like this the whole time in the car.
He's just there, chilling in the car, dude, looking around.
He doesn't enjoy your music,
but he does like certain music.
That's why, and it's your
certain
music.
songs. Certain songs.
It's your songs, though. It's your music. Yeah. Unless you're fucking doing the wheels in the bus, go round and round, then never mind, dick.
Well, no, not even that.
And
no, güey, yo manejo de punto A a punto B y ahí llegamos.
¿No existe allá atrás?
No, güey. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. No, like, one thing that I can tell you for sure that I know that he likes is the Drake song, the Laugh Now, Cry Later, but because he was in his mom's stomach at that time, and I was blasting that song. Because I was like, he's going to be a Drake fan. And yeah, wait, sure enough, he recognizes the song. He fucking likes the video. He likes the song itself. And then most recently, I've noticed that he likes Ella Baila Sola because of the singing.
Oh yeah,
of it. So those are two songs that I can tell you for sure.
If you wanted me to sing it, I don't got it right now. Put the
scenario on him.
What?
Nah, me vale madre, güey.
You'll keep playing it?
Nah, I keep playing
him at his teenage years like that.
I don't give a fuck,
dude.
I don't care.
I'm bringing my girl over, Dad. Fuck off with that shit.
No, because
it is what it is. Hey, Papa, this is what we listen to.
And I'm gonna ask you guys another question.
You gotta know us, bro. What do you want me to put? Some Luke Combs
he likes. So, whatever he likes.
So let me.
What do you want me to play?
Huh? I don't know. Whatever he likes at the moment.
Whatever he likes at the time. What the fuck? I'm like, I want to please you. Like, nah.
Maybe Ricardo goes to start singing like a singing career, and then he ends up liking Ricardo singing. I mean,
aquí se va a escuchar lo que me gusta. Y de vez en cuando lo que te gusta a ti. De vez en cuando.
Yo pago la puta casa.
Yo aquí el bill de electricidad la pago yo.
Cuando lo pague usted, mijo, usted ponga la puta música.
Exactamente, güey. Así como nos decían a nosotros, güey.
Yeah. See, no, fucking gotta break those fucking chains, fool. Just shut that fucking music down if he says to shut it down.
No, way. No, it's my world. He lives in it, though.
Yo lo traje al mundo. I brought him to the world.
¿Te salió de tu culo, güey?
No.
¿Qué pasó? Brian. ¿Qué pasó, Brian?
Anyways. Chivato.
No, pero sí, ese dilema está... It's just weird, way. Like, yeah. Growing up, it was that thing. And then today, it's like these kids are just connected.
I know, dude. You do see it
it's
a lot.
Cool.
Perfect example. A couple years back, I think it started. The whole, like, asking a girl to prom. And showing up with a banda. Or con un grupo.
What
or
the fuck? Yeah, you're right.
There's videos like... But, you know, it happened in, like... I think it happened here, but it was more happening like in Phoenix, Texas, places like that. And then I think probably seen a couple videos here, but yeah, we like, oh, would you go to prom with me?
Dude, imagine doing that back in our day.
Una guitarra, or those. Yeah, back then, don't even think about that. No, if you think about it, no way, that's out of the question. Don't do it.
It wasn't cool.
Because the girl will probably... who knows? It depends on the girl. It depends on what she liked or whatever. If she liked that, then cool. But other people are going to walk by and be like, fucking weirdos.
I couldn't... I remember, fool, I couldn't even... Like, that girlfriend that I had at the time. I mean, I would know... Obviously, you dedicate songs and stuff, right? But, you know, she was more on like, the hip-hop side. Güey, no te vayas, güey, por favor. René, espérate, güey.
I'm stepping away quietly.
Chivato. No, dude, there was like that girlfriend at the time that I had. Like, you obviously dedicate fucking songs to them and shit, right? But no, dude, there was a lot of the times it was hard for me to dedicate the songs that I like because of the music that I listened to, right? So it was kind of, I don't want to say awkward, but it was kind of like, oh shit, I can't, you know, ¿qué están haciendo, güey?
Estamos intercambiando.
Estos güeyes ni me están haciendo caso a la verga.
No, sí. No,
síguele tu novia que no le podías dedicar.
Because of the music, because I didn't correlate to the music that she listened to, you know what I mean?
Honestly, güey, música en español, there's better songs to dedicate.
Música romántica.
Como fue en un café, you know, like that kind of shit. Like, well, actually, I don't even know how the song goes, but like... Salucita. There's certain songs that you were able to dedicate in Spanish better than English. Right, bro?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because you were able to probably like...
Yeah.
Get or understand a little bit more. Or maybe because it was our first language, it would seem easier to connect with.
Yeah, but that old school music, they used to be in love, bro. The music, the lyrics those fools had was like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
What is the love like that? Esos güeyes.
No mames, este güey está cantando con todos su amor.
You saw what 21 Savage said?
About?
I think it was 21 Savage. He said, oh yeah, we don't make that R&B love music no more because these women don't deserve it.
Oof.
Oh, that's a topic alone.
Dang.
That's a standalone fucking...
So if we're in the music realm, the reason why there's that music's... Well, that's what he said. Let me pull up his quote real quick.
That is true though.
But you know what? Like he's not entirely
not what he said, but
wrong.
Yeah, not entirely wrong.
Because it's like times are different. Times have changed. It's not like how it was 20, 25 years ago.
But let me ask you a question. ¿Cómo se enamora una mujer ahora con música, güey? How do you make a woman fall in love with music now?
El problema es que estás feo y no tienes dinero. Tuvieras dinero, no necesitas música, lo que dicen.
No, it's definitely.
That's why I stick to the old music, dude. There's
because you don't have much. You don't have a lot of music nowadays that are like the way they were back in the day. It's like if you have a singer or whatever, a group put out an album. It's what are the songs usually about? Breakups, heartbreaks.
Well, love too.
Yeah, but it's not really like. You know, like just seeing you like, oh, stuff like, for example, like Banda MS in Spanish, right? I'm going to give you Banda MS. Ooh. They have a little bit of everything, you know, love, breakups, this and that. Yeah. Right? That's good. But fucking, what's the name? Grupo Firme? They sing a lot of covers. They don't really have... They're singing, like, other people's music. They don't really have, like, you know... So you do heartbreak songs. You do love songs, like, romantic. Like, you know, it's all over the place. Where before, about 20, 25 years ago, había canciones románticas. Habían... Even R&B.
Yeah, the R&B,
but I think that's what... this is a whole different other topic, but this is where... I think you do need that kind of shit, though. You do need that kind of music. As Ricardo said earlier, music influences a lot. It influences in trends, and it influences in relationships. It influences in the way that you feel. Not to everyone, and that's something that Ricardo kind of dissected to me before, and he kind of made me understand that music doesn't hit the same like for everyone, right? Because I always had a feeling... Well, I had a belief. Sorry, not a feeling. I had a belief that dude, you listen to a fucking song, you listen to music specific, and dude, it hits. Something has to hit. Wow. And Ricardo explained to me that no, dude, not to some people, it's just a song. It's just a genre. It's just music.
And I'll tell you the truth,
which fucking trips me the fuck out.
Yeah, because even this topic right now, whoever's listening to it, they're probably gonna be like, it's just music. But there are people out there that it's kind of like. Food, I'm a big food guy.
Yeah.
I love to cook. I love to go out and eat and try these new restaurants. Like for me, food is like comfort. It is a like love language in a way for me too. Yeah. Like cooking for someone or someone cooking for you. But for some people, food is just I just need to eat because otherwise I'm gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I gotta eat something.
And so music is like that for some people too. And it took me a while to understand that because the music that we listen to, the lyrics that are in those groups, it's very like very personal and like it's relatable to like let's say our story and shit in a way. A lot of the lyrics. So he feels about music that way, and we were talking about that, and I told him, yeah. That's what I used to think too, but I realize now because I go to like the music festivals, I go to a shitload of concerts.
Yeah.
Because I love music, I like hearing the lyrics, but there are some people out there that are just like, it's just a song, and they don't even pay attention to the lyrics.
Dude, perfect just like, example right now. So
unless it's talking about drugs and bitches and ass and money.
TikTok can make a lot of songs like go viral quick. Why? Because if there's a certain song or certain beat that fits a filter or whatever on TikTok, right? Or it's the song for a trend that people start doing or challenges. It's just people start doing it without even realizing what the lyrics are to that song. Until you start listening to the lyrics of that song, you're like, oh shit, like it says that, or you're like, oh fuck, I didn't realize and it said that because you're trying to do this trend, this challenge, and you just know that this song goes with it, and you do the trend or the challenge, and you post that same song with it, and you're spam. So it starts going viral. It's clips of this, clips of that, and again, it's like people don't realize what the lyrics are because it's just music. But next thing you know, you start listening to it, and you're like,
and how fast everything moves now, right?
Exactly.
Es que por eso la gente ya no se enamora, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, this is my opinion. This is opinion based as fuck, but. To me, this is why a lot of people don't fall in love. Fool. Music has a lot to do. And I don't know exactly because I don't know the numbers. I don't even know if there's numbers to that shit. But I mean, I'm sure there's. It's not a small percentage that actually give a fuck about music and say, no, this thing does impact me. And I think that has a lot. It has a lot to do with all these like relationships where it's like I'd rather see this chick twerk than fucking make them fall in love and because
there are songs that say that fall in love with their twerking.
Yeah, that's how it is now.
No man,
that's how it is now. Wait, let me put it to you this way: you go to a concert.
Me da picazón esta pinche
Wait,
conversación a mí.
you go to a concert de un grupo en español, right?
Yeah.
And then you have guys and females in relationships. You can say they've been in a happily relationship for the last few years or married for a long time, whatever.
Yeah.
They're singing along to breakup songs like they had a hard fucking breakup. And it's like...
They're just thinking of the ex, way.
They're just like, hey, cabrón, ¿a quién te quebró el corazón a ti? Or cabrón, we've been together for 10 years. When? And you're singing your heart out to this. And it's like...
Is that when you went to Banda MS
what
concert?
The fuck?
Estabas cantando la que... Dime que me extrañas.
O cuál es like... Ahora tengo que colgar. No, es...
Tengo que...
Ándale, there you go. Sí, sí sabes, nomás te haces.
Pero era como esa música.
No.
I don't know the exact year, but I think it was right after like 2013 or 2012, 2011, something that the trend was not. It was banda. It was banda MS. It was
that was romántico shit.
Yeah. That was ahí estábamos bien todavía, güey. Ahí sí podías dedicar canciones y todo. You can talk to them. And,
bandas became like a trend thing at that time. Yeah.
We should have stayed there.
Yo sí le dediqué canciones still, güey.
Pero
no, yo sé,
pero no eran de at that time, eran de antes.
Y ahora,
that's what I'm saying.
So they moved from banda to what? What is it now?
All these corridos tumbados and all these
first
single
it was
artists.
like corridos de la calle, and then now it's corridos.
So now I moved on to that, dude. Pero bueno, cada quien que se enamore.
Es que las canciones para enamorar ahora son como las de Peso Pluma de Lady Gaga.
Okay, what song is that? What the fuck?
That's
really?
like...
Lady Gaga with Peso Pluma?
No, I don't know about that song.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I was playing it in my head.
I'm not
espérate,
saying.
güey.
No,
espérate,
estoy diciendo, güey, que to give you an example that there really isn't, like,
No, sí, es que antes sí decían, like,
that shit's powerful.
No es que te enamoraban, güey. But it's like, when you were trying to tell a nice poem to a girl, and like, let's say, obviously, you're not a fucking poet, you're not gonna sit there and write one. You would dedicate a song from a grupo
or a verse,
or a person, a verse.
And,
or let's say a song that you were listening to it and be like, oh yeah, this reminds me of her. And then they would tell her, te dedico esta canción. Remember, back in the day, there was no sending it through Apple Music or Spotify.
Go listen
te daban el cassette.
Oh yeah.
They would give you the cassette. I think it was cassettes. Oh, it might be CD still.
You burn a CD with your favorite 12.
Or you would wait for that group to come to your pueblo, your town in Mexico, and then you would hear the song and be like, oh, he dedicated that song to me. And it was like a whole... So I think it had more meaning before, way, because again, it goes back to what you were saying about TikTok. Music and trends and everything is moving so fast. One week, you're hot. The next week, you're not. And if you don't post music in 2 weeks, someone already burned you. And if you that song isn't popping, then this song's popping, and like this trend is popping and this trend is not popping. And I think obviously, like, I don't know if we already talked about social media, but
no, not yet.
If we're leading on to that potentially being a topic in the future, because of how fast things move because of social media, like Brian said, it's hard to fall in love. The truth is, it is harder to fall in love because everything's moving so fast. You get ass, tits, this song, that song, Now you see dudes that
And
look
add
like this,
here
all
and
this
add
shit
there.
going on. Like there's too much information flowing around at a fast rate than before. Before the only way you were sometimes able to meet someone or what, so it was at the grocery store. Now all you gotta do is open up your phone and it's
right
like
there, boom,
right there. So
Freaking
a song doesn't mean
request,
too.
DM, vámonos.
And a song doesn't mean much to someone anymore because it's like, yeah, that song was hot last week though. I heard it like 10 times.
Yeah, and it could have been probably like 2 weeks and it came out, and then you'd be like, hey, like, oh, like I want to dedicate this song to you or whatever, or listen to this, what I think. That's an old song.
Yeah, so I mean it's a topic that pues ya no dediquen canciones.
Pues ya no hay que dedicar, and if you vas a dedicar, pues
No, pero es que ese es mi pedo, güey.
Las flores están muy caras ya.
Yakis.
También
That's
vale
my
verga.
thing, though. Is like, okay, what do you dedicate with the modern music nowadays? What
You have
do
to go
dedicate?
back.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard a couple, like, ¿cómo se llama ese grupo, güey? ¿Grupo Firme? No. ¿Grupo cómo se llama? See, they have someone romantic, like that Bad Bunny one that came out with that other
Oh, Grupo Frontera.
You know, like songs like
Yeah.
that. They're still kind of slow paced and stuff like that.
But it's just slow pace. But listen to what
No,
they
they're
say.
kinda slow.
Y dicen una o dos cosas, you're like, nah, maybe I don't want to dedicate this song. I like the majority of the song, but those two things, like, I don't
Just
know
listen
about
to
all
minute
that.
So
130.
mándasela, güey.
Yeah,
You send it to
and
her and then you tell her.
The first minute of the song, te la dedico. Lo demás, yo no sé.
Yeah, you just,
Ah,
I don't know
pues.
what he did. I don't know what happened to him.
Entró Bad Bunny y empezó a hablar así un poquito de sabe cómo y ya no sé ya lo que dijo, güey. Se acaba de despertar este güey.
Dice, hijo,
¡Lávate el hocico!
¡Quítate las lagañas!
no, y la neta en esa temporada de Bad Bunny, güey, perro a lo loco, viejo.
Yeah, dude. I
We're
remember
lucky we got
shit.
that version though,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a good
like,
time.
we were too young for the early reggaeton, the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
We're not too young, but, you know,
Yeah.
to go out and stuff. And
We got a pretty dope version of it.
we got a pretty good one. Not gonna lie. Had fun. Had a lot of fun with that. Do you remember going to Pasadena, exiting out the parking structure, blasting reggaeton,
Yeah.
and fucking causando problemas entre otros carros, güey.
Sheesh.
I remember that shit. Good times, fool.
Good times, pero muchachos, fue un gusto una vez más. Nos vimos de emergencia because everybody, the support we've been getting on this podcast, man.
Yeah, honestly, I think
And I
it
can't.
was
Yeah.
by popular demand. Si se puede decir.
No, yeah, I know we might sound a little repetitive, dude, but we're massively thankful for the support you guys have been giving this project, and yeah, let
I
us
like
know.
the part where you say shit on us. I rather hear that when you say it at the end.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for it, dude. Some people are taking it. They're scared.
That's what I like.
I'm not gonna block you, bro.
Shit on us, dude. Like
Everybody
Give
has
a
their own
fuck.
point of view and perspective on
Yeah,
things.
dude.
It's like, and believe me, it's like we welcome all that. It's stuff that we would like to, you know, like put out there and, hey, this is what, you know, you think about this. Well, you know, let me tell you why we think about that in this way, you know, and break it down.
And honestly, like the first person to shit on me on the next Instagram comment,
gets $100.
that's in Epa! That's live,
Güey, pues
Bill.
cayó algo allá en el teléfono hace rato, güey.
No, no.
Yeah, a little cha-ching.
No, los invitamos a la carne asada. So
There you go.
In English, you're invited to the carne asada. If-
No sabo, quiero ver.
The carne asada or the barbecue, you're invited to the barbecue.
You're invited to the stakeout. They're gonna
What
understand
the
that.
Fucking ridiculous, dude. Shut the fuck up. I'm out.
All right, man. Peace out. Another episode of Al Grano Podcast.